Hello, and thank you for joining us today for Frost & Sullivan's latest webinar from our Visionary Innovation Group. Today's event is titled Delivery Bots in Last Mile Fulfillment, Fad or the Future. My name is Anna, and I oversee Frost & Sullivan's Growth, Innovation, and Leadership briefings. Before we begin, I'd like to go over a few quick notes. We will have some detailed slides on this presentation, so there's a full screen feature available at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You can safely share this briefing at any time via social media, email, or blogs. Today's discussion will also be available on demand shortly after we've finished. Don't forget to submit your questions throughout the session today. Our presenter today is Malabika Mondal, industry analyst here at Frost & Sullivan. She has over 7 years of research and consulting expertise, which includes macroeconomic research covering various geographies and segments, specifically North America, European, and new emerging markets, expertise around tracking macro trends called megatrends, and understanding its implications across industries, and significant contribution towards fulfillment of high-value growth consulting projects through research and analytical work. With that, I would now like to hand the presentation over to Malabika. Please begin.
Thank you very much, Anna. A very warm hello to all tuned into this briefing. I am Malabika Mondal, presenter for today's webinar. I work for a team called Visionary Innovation Research Group here at Frost & Sullivan. We look into future trends, what we refer to as mega trends, and we try and understand how these trends will create future opportunities. So we use this mega trend lens to identify new disruptions, new innovative business models, etc. One such mega trend that has gained immense significance is online retail. Almost each one of us tuned into this briefing has ordered things online at least once in past 1 year. As more and more people choose to buy things online, it represents a huge opportunity for the delivery market. The e-commerce delivery market globally today is more than $300 billion. Yes, and it is growing at a rate of 22% per annum. With this continued growth in e-commerce and heightened customer expectations had led to tremendous innovation in how last mile delivery to customers take place. We can say that last mile is actually seeing disruption from new business models that address customer demand for ever faster delivery, as well as new technologies such as drones and autonomous ground vehicles like delivery robots or delivery bots. Large e-commerce players as well as various startups have identified last mile services as a key differentiator. In fact, the variety of delivery options and the perceived quality of delivery services are the major decision-making criteria for online customers today, and hence directly affect or impact the e-commerce players' success in the marketplace. So whether you are a transportation or logistics service provider, a courier service provider company, or a 3PL company that deals or handles home delivery, implementing the use of technology in your business can pay huge dividends and enable you to win even new businesses. So today we have chosen to explore the role of delivery bots in future e-commerce logistics, especially the last mile fulfillment. So how interesting it would be to share site walks with autonomous delivery bots. How much impact will this technology have in future on the last leg of the delivery? What could be the potential benefits of integrating delivery bots to solve last mile challenges of the logistics industry? Which are the companies that have already started to identify potential benefits out of this technology? We will be addressing all these questions today in this presentation. So looking into today's agenda, we will first begin with an introduction to the delivery bots, where we will be discussing the evolution of this technology, the current specification of the delivery bots which are already in use. Then we'll roll over to discuss some of the use cases and new business models surrounding delivery bots. And then we'll provide an overview of the market potential for delivery bots. Finally, we'll conclude with questions and answers. So, innovative solutions in logistics have started to transform the way goods are being delivered, especially in the last mile. Retailers as well as consumers have started to become more demanding, with user experience and instant deliveries becoming the critical factors within the market. This is largely coinciding with an influx of tech-savvy startup firms within this space that are introducing newer value-added services which were not previously witnessed. Currently, the last mile is considered as one of the biggest hurdles within the logistics industry. Recent research suggests that roughly 2/5 of the overall logistic cost are being spent on the last leg. This has resulted in logistics and transportation firms looking at technology and new business models as alternate means to address the growing issue of last mile. Integration of connected devices, data analytics, machine learning, innovative stock management systems, and other related technologies are becoming pivotal to driving some of these new business models. Now, this slide here shows some of the major business models that Frost & Sullivan has identified from its comprehensive research and analysis on the various last mile delivery solutions. So if we talk about last mile distribution, we have urban warehousing, urban intermodal hubs, urban transshipment, and mobile warehouses. And if we talk about last mile models, we have in-car delivery, in-house delivery, locker boxes, etc. And if we talk about last mile fleet, we have LCVs, micro distribution, cars, drones, and then we have autonomous solutions like delivery bots. This is where we will focus today, and we will talk about the rise of autonomous solutions like delivery bots. Moving on to the next slide. Autonomous solutions are expected to dominate the logistics industry by 2020. Fusion of technologies like machine learning, algorithms, and IoT, that is the Internet of Things, will allow machines to sense their surroundings and function autonomously in a real-time setting. Now, there is a lot of buzz on drone deliveries. Amazon has already started to research and test its drone solutions through its Prime Air project. However, there have been a lot of regulatory hurdles when it comes to legalizing drone solutions that have resulted in the concept which is yet to be commercialized. Now, this has given rise to other forms of autonomous solutions, such as delivery bots, to deliver packages for the last mile. In this slide, we have captured how a simple robot is evolved with the help of technological innovations to autonomous delivery bot. Rapid proliferation of connected technologies and development of autonomous applications will create a new era of delivery bot services controlled via devices such as smartphones or tablets. These services will slowly eliminate services by human delivery firms, and by 2020, delivery bots will be 99% autonomous, thereby offering faster and more agile services. Now, moving to the next slide. The delivery bots are gaining a lot of traction given that the regulations are not as complicated to those of drones. The main challenge with the last mile delivery is the huge cost associated with it. Estimates show that the last leg of the delivery can compromise up to 40% of a product's total transportation cost, which means if we are ordering something from China to Europe, the first 5,000 miles might account for 60%, and the last 2 or 3 miles might account for remaining 40% of the cost. Now, it's no wonder that retailers are searching for ways to perfect this process. The last mile delivery process becomes more expensive in suburbs where drivers go from door to door, getting out of the van, knocking the doors, and so forth. The last mile math generally includes the cost of labor, vehicle, overheads, and divided by the number of deliveries. This yields the total cost of delivery. Now, in this math, the two major costs are labor cost and the vehicle cost. It is very difficult to optimize these two costs down, but this could be possible by introducing delivery bots. Now, delivery bots would cost less than $1 for each delivery in the future. And when scaled, this last mile could be essentially free of cost. Ground-based robots can drive autonomously on the sidewalk and deliver multiple packages from home deliveries within a few mile radius. The robots run at a speed of 6 km per hour when it is fully loaded, and this is equivalent to average human walking speed. The robots have an onboard GPS system, video camera, and have the ability to detect obstacles and safely cross streets. When the robot arrives, user usually unlocks their package from the robot via their phone. The robots offer a convenient and cost-effective delivery option, as the user can order the delivery at a time that is convenient to them. The robots are inexpensive, so even just a few package deliveries a day could be cost-effective. Moreover, many see that delivery bot solution is expected to gather momentum for urban and semi-urban deliveries, given its ease of use and scalability of operations. Most parts of Europe and America have already legalized the concept of delivery bots that has resulted in many firms testing this solution. Now, getting more deep into the delivery bot classification, it is to be noted that delivery bots are mostly 99% autonomous with minimal human control. This is because there is always going to be a time that a robot finds itself in a particular situation that it can't do on its own. And it would ping up to a human operator who could very quickly take control or take a decision or find an alternative route or whatever the case could be. But then in future, this could be fully autonomous delivery bots, which could have more advanced programming that would be able to tackle any kind of difficult situation without human intervention. The delivery bots in use today are sensorized with ERRP, RFID, satellite signals, Bluetooth. This technology is mainly used to estimate the bot's condition and environment. The signal is then passed to the controller of the bots to function effectively. The advantages related to sensorization of delivery bot are safety monitoring, interlocking in the series of delivery activities, improved accuracy of data collection, and reliable operation up to 100 degrees Celsius. The delivery bot can deliver to any location within 16 kilometers. Average weight of the delivery bot ranges between 11 kilograms to 36 kilograms, depending on the load they're able to carry. They actually are on low speed of around 6 kilometers per hour, which is equivalent to human walk. Average price range between $2,000 to less than $30,000, which is very less than autonomous cars. The battery life could stay up to 12 hours, and they could carry load of 9 to 36 kilos, which is much more than flying drones. Flying drones can carry only up to 9 kilos of load, and the battery life also is up to 1 hour. In this context, I would like to mention one case study on successful implementation of ground drone for short distance delivery services, and that is by Domino's. Yes, the Domino's Pizza. The Domino's Pizza has demonstrated the world's first autonomous pizza ground delivery drone, the Domino's Robotic Unit, DRU. The vehicle was developed in partnership with Domino's Australia and Marathon, which is an Australian military contractor. The drone has two different compartments to keep beverages cool and pizzas hot, which are unlocked with a order-specific code. It can carry out a delivery within 20 kilometers from the store and can also accept payments and chat with the customers. The $22,000 four-wheeled bot uses GPS and lasers to get around and can reach speeds of up to 18 kilometers per hour, and also comes fitted with an array of IP cameras to detect thieves or keep the vandals at bay. This awesome delivery car is capable of transporting up to 80 pizzas at a time. So in this world where delivery giants like Amazon and UPS are racing towards high-flying drone deliveries, this robot read more advantages and see a more concrete future, as staying grounded comes with advantages. No high-speed crashes, no tangling with FAA for regulatory approval, no reliance on technology that is still in development or is overly expensive. So to sum up this section, we will look into some potential drivers as well as restraints for delivery bots. The first thing to talk about when we think of drivers for delivery bots is the cost efficiency. And as I mentioned earlier, that the last mile delivery of any product takes up to 40% of total delivery cost, but the delivery cost associated with delivery bots is around $1 as compared to $3 or $4 spent on cost of delivery by humans, thereby resulting cost savings. The robots will allow businesses which have often been shut out of e-commerce by high delivery costs to begin selling online, and a business might break even on a robot delivery model if it is just 15 deliveries a day. Delivery bots can also assist the retailers to exceed expectations around same-day deliveries. Bots assist them by providing an even faster turnaround. The bots are designed to work within a radius of 2 to 3 miles, providing maximum of 30 to 40 minutes delivery option to the endpoint. Now, these robots will initially create an Internet of Parcels, like Internet of Things, where physical goods can move around cities with an ease surpassed only by data. Not only will you be able to buy anything, you will be able to rent things on short notice too, or even borrow things from your neighbors. Delivery bots, while new and exciting, but they still face some challenges. These robots may be initially limited to urban locations like college campuses or large office parks, places with high volumes of people within short distances. One of the ongoing challenges is adoption of delivery bots is the regulatory issues. Many countries have banned delivery bots on roads as the technology is in the testing stage, and the safety concerning the pedestrian is still a major concern. Whether mobile delivery robots are just a novelty or whether they can take off remains to be unseen. These robots are very much in their early stages, and there are plenty of unanswered questions around the challenges and opportunities. Another restraint could be the material technique that has tremendously improved with the creation of new techniques to characterize materials such as tomography and genetic algorithms that allow for advancement of better energy sources. These improvements make emerging power sources more viable technologically and economically, which can pose a threat to the current technology. As a concept, it has potential, but much depends on how the customers respond to this, how their use can be scaled up, and how different cities react to having them on the streets. Now with this, we move on to the next section, which explores the use cases and new business models surrounding delivery bots. Now, if you belong to any of these places like US, State of Virginia, London, Germany, Netherlands, Washington, DC, and California, you might have come across the 2-foot-tall cooler-shaped delivery ground drones. And as this has already taken the streets of these places, and are in advanced trials which are offering new possibilities for short urban deliveries. Companies are conducting tests on self-delivery robots to assess their suitability for food, e-commerce, and parcel deliveries. Estonia-based Starship Technologies, they were the former co-founders of Skype, are behind many of these personal couriers that can deliver anything from packs to Domino's Pizza. Other companies that have entered this game include San Francisco-based Marble. It has come up with a meal delivering robot, and then there is a Swiss company or a Swiss startup that is Tele-Retail, which has come up with a prototype bot that can cover up to 50 miles. Another company, Dispatch, has already been testing the delivery bot. This robot is a little taller than the others working in Washington. The door of Dispatch is on the side of the robot, and the slides open up to compartments. So it operates along the sidewalks or the edges of the streets. Amazon's patent application published with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office last week refers to an autonomous ground vehicle that can carry items from a delivery truck to a person's front porch or even bring them into house, indicates Amazon's entry into this space. Not only developed regions, but countries like China are not behind in this race. A company in China has taken robot delivery to the extreme by putting a whole mini market on wheels. The creators of Movie Mart say they have invented the world's first self-driving supermarket. Engineers from Swedish company mile.The worked with a team of Chinese Hebei University of Technology on this project. Now, Swiss Post have become one of the first companies in Europe to test delivery robots for their suitability for goods delivery over the last mile. So we see that several retailers and fulfillment companies are eager to utilize delivery bots because they will make deliveries less expensive and speed up the last leg of the trip. With this new ground robot technology in development, both retailers as well as customers are soon to see radical changes in the experience of buying and selling online. Now, use of delivery robots in e-commerce deliveries offers the logistic providers, retailers, and consumers a win-win solution for overcoming many of the challenges imposed by home deliveries. The key competitive features involved are unified customer experience through a single delivery mechanism and advanced safety features like anti-theft cybersecurity. Now, 3/5 of the package volumes are less than 2 kilos, with the majority of them being single shipment. This makes it an attractive proposition for the use case of delivery bots in e-commerce deliveries. Companies like Starship, Tele-Retail, Alibaba, JD.com, Hermes are working with delivery bots for e-commerce deliveries. Alibaba has recently unveiled a new automated vehicle, Canio G+, which it says is easy to mass produce and could serve a number of functions. This could be a delivery courier or automated coffee vendor. And this delivery robot can travel up to 9 miles per hour. We will see similar scene with the food delivery market also. With recent food deliveries by autonomous bots, companies are able to save up on their last mile cost. Manpower resource shortage is one of the major industry challenges impacting the food delivery industry. Increasing consumer demand for quick services, a wide range of food and beverage delivered at their convenience has forced food giants to look at automation. The fact that the majority of food deliveries are relatively small sized and need to be delivered within 5-mile radius creates an opportunity for the use case of delivery bots for food parcel. Cost associated in the delivery bots is 60% lower than human delivery. Two most unique advantages of using delivery bots for food deliveries could be temperature control setting, which is the ability to set temperatures which will turn the robots into either refrigerator or ovens. Like for instance, currently delivery bot manufacturer Marble relies on heat packs to deliver the food warm, and critical sensors and cameras for identifying theft or any other issues surrounding delivery process. Companies like Starship, Marble, Yelp, Eat24, Domino's Pizza are some of the major players with delivery bots for food deliveries. Now, if we move to the case of courier parcel, we see that the changing need of courier consignments or letter to be delivered in a more flexible and quick manner is driving the new technology and creating value over traditional means of delivery. The postal business has been on the decline for some time. Most firms are largely characterized by inefficient operations that are becoming very costly. The high labor-intensive manual operation further drastically impacts profitability for such automated services. So moving from a next day to same day delivery model to same hour type delivery solution, delivery bot comes in place. Time taken to deliver the package ordered in is 30 to 40 minutes. Major countries such as UK and US across Europe, major countries such as the UK and the US have become the most attractive destinations for new innovations from a point of view of increasing parcel volume. Now, key competitive features includes major upfront cost of labor is mitigated upon the use of delivery bot solutions. The changing need for courier consignment letters to be delivered in a more flexible and quick manner further creates tremendous value over traditional means. Key companies here are Starship, Teleretail, DHL, UPS, and Swiss Post. So, in the next few slides, we will discuss some of the use cases as well as new business models surrounding this technology. Now, Swiss Post has been running delivery pilots since September 2016 with Starship robots. It was partnering with departmental store Delmoli to offer free robot-based delivery to customers in the downtown of Zurich area. The system was quite simple. After a customer chooses the AMR option, a Swiss Post handler working out of a room at the Delmoli store loads the package and programs the address into the robot. Swiss Post was also delivering contact lenses to the retailer Discount Lenses. Swiss Post completed the test at the end of January 2017. The main purpose of the pilot series was to determine whether and to what extent the delivery robots are suitable for use in the last mile delivery of goods. In total, Swiss Post has fulfilled more than 570 direct from store deliveries by early 2018. Because of their slow speed and battery limitations, the robots only make about one delivery per hour in 3-kilometer radius. And as per Swiss regulations, a Swiss Post employee must accompany the robot at all times in their pilots so far, which means the cost of delivery is currently high. The Post has also been working with startup Teleretail for further feasibility testing of delivery robots. Like Swiss Post, other postal companies like German Dutch Post DHL and Portugal CTT Portugal Post and Australia's Australia Post have been running delivery pilots with the help of robots. Now, moving on to the next slide. Growing e-commerce market coupled with seamless connected technology will allow service providers to deliver packages real time. Mobile apps and crowdsourced platform-based solutions are very essential these days to provide for a perceived on-the-go type deliver solutions. In that sense, more providers are expected to be forced to provide same-day delivery type solution, which is likely to be the true alternative for the current next-day delivery solutions. This is where the delivery bots take the center stage. Growing e-commerce market will facilitate a need for on-demand solutions. Average per capita order for on-demand platforms will increase 100% from 15 to 30 by 2022, with a spike in number of startups across Europe and America. Companies can use the delivery bot to deliver parcels from the warehouse to the destination within few hours of receiving the order. The advanced technological aspect of the delivery bot enables it to find the shortest route through GPS technology to reach to the customer's location. Since everything is within 2 to 3 miles, customers receive their packages within 1 or 2 hours of placing their order. And once it reaches its destination, the robot sends a text message to notify the customer of the delivery. Users can accept the delivery through face recognition technology or by using a order-specific code. Thus, this enables a business model providing home delivery services by aggregating capacity of various logistic providers through a unique platform. A case example here we can say could be of JD.com, which has designed a 4-wheel bot to deliver e-commerce packages on demand of the customers. The solution aims to solve companies' growing pains due to their business models and substantial labor needs through cost efficiency and transparency in on-demand deliveries. Recently, the e-commerce service provider is working with major lift manufacturers to figure out how its courier robots could communicate machine to machine so that they can deliver to flats in tower blocks. Now we come to the next slide. High direct costs of failed first-time deliveries have forced traditional and online retailers to explore the click-and-collect last-mile delivery model. By increasing the number of collection points positioned closer to end consumers, retailers are providing consumers with flexible options of collecting their parcels at a time of their convenience. For example, majority of Walmart stores are found within 5 miles of 70% of US population, and the firm is looking to expand its click and collect solutions. Another example is that of John Lewis, that is using click and collect delivery model as a dual-edged strategy that encourages customers to shop both online as well as in store when collecting their purchases. Now, click and collect model is basically a subscription-based model where the store subscribes to the company that helps them make autonomous deliveries to the access points. The delivery robot uses its technological capabilities like sensors, computer vision, and GPS-aided navigational systems to reach the customer's location. Customers receive a QR code on their phones to open the locker boxes of the robot. These boxes are designed to transport groceries, meals, and other small packages. Thus allows customers to pick up products available from the access points after ordering them online at a time that suits them without increasing the fulfillment cost. Case example could be Just Eat, which has partnered with Starship Technology to use delivery bots for delivering food in London. The solution aims to automate the food delivery process and effectively enables cost savings and other challenges associated with shortage of supply drivers and climate change. While service providers have already started to test the efficiencies of different business models, the future can well see commercialization of autonomous solutions within logistics. We are already seeing a convergence of different business models to create more efficiency while delivering packages. Concepts such as van delivery bots or even using delivery bot for click and collect are already in demand. Now with that we move on to the next slide, where we are going to discuss the market potential of the delivery bots. Now, before we come to the numbers of the market potential, there are few things which I would like to clear. While calculating the market numbers for this particular technology, it wasn't too easy for us because to arrive to a concrete market number was not that straightforward as due to the lack of implementation timelines because of the regulatory uncertainties associated with this particular technology. Reliable sources were very poor to forecast the increase or decrease of drone-enabled or bot-enabled costs. The maths that we have used to derive the total market size of a particular region is mainly the number of persons multiplied by the weighted number of robot delivery trips per person per year multiplied by weighted price per delivery trip. Now for number of persons, we have considered the population of top 10 cities of a particular region. The sum of the population of top 10 cities in all regions based on the number of people per square kilometers. For number of trips per person, we have considered average order per person or the number of orders per person placed online each year. For price per trip, we have considered possible delivery rate per robot trip. Now, growth of average per capita order is projected based on the growth of rate of e-commerce market in the respective regions. Growth rate of the e-commerce market has been arrived through Frost & Sullivan analysis and research. For prices in regions like Africa, ASEAN, China, and South American regions, the price is assumed to be in comparison with that in China, as the labor charges and other factors that influence the prices of these regions are similar to that in China. The possible percentage is arrived at for each region based on Frost & Sullivan analysis that factors into following drivers like regulatory hurdles, potential for implementation, number of organizations in the regions, and the current market scenario. Geographically, the global delivery robots market is segmented into Europe, North America, South America, Africa, ASEAN, China, and rest of the world. Now, the key drivers and challenges of this market could be rising adoption of delivery robots by online retailers are some of the factors that are expected to drive the global delivery robots market over the forecasted period. In addition to this factor, growing industrialization and modernization of infrastructure in developing countries is believed to further augment the growth of global delivery robots market. However, high investment and lack of awareness and some regularity and some regulation complications are some of the factors that are outlined to dampen the growth of global delivery robots market in future. According to our analysis, the largest region for adoption of delivery bots is North America, and this is mainly due to its technology infrastructure and regulatory framework. The North American delivery robots market is further divided into US and Canada, out of which the former is expected to account for the largest share of this market by 2030. Europe is also forecasted to witness a strong growth in the delivery robots market, owing to rising inclination of major robot manufacturers towards developing the delivery robots in this region. Germany, Italy, France, Spain, and UK are the major markets of Europe delivery robots market. Asia Pacific region is anticipated to witness the highest compound annual growth rate during the forecasted period, owing to preferring online shopping over brick and mortar or offline stores, rising industrialization, increased personal disposable income, better GDP figures, and manufacturing projects in countries like India, China, and South Korea. The global robotics market is poised to have huge growth, and it is anticipated to value at around $100 billion by 2030. With the increase in e-commerce industry, the global market for delivery robots is also expected to flourish over the forecasted period, and it's expected to reach a value of more than $17 billion by 2030. So with this, we kind of reached to the end of the show. But before I conclude, I still have few more points to discuss. So now, why industries are looking at potential delivery bot applications? What are some of the potential advantages or benefits that are associated with delivery bots, and how companies are using them as an opportunity? So decrease in cost by human deliveries to companies. Cost of delivering by bots will be 60 to 80% lower than that by humans. Now it really doesn't make sense to waste time and money on fuel to travel just a mile and a half down the road to pick up some groceries when technology can actually do that now. Why to take hassles in picking up parcels from a nearest store or return it back when everything can happen at your doorstep at a very less time through delivery bots? Now, it's very difficult for businesses in traditional logistics to able to offer these kind of automated services. Many companies are seeing a huge gap between customer perception and business supply. There is a massive gap at the point between what we want and what we are being offered. Anybody who have used Amazon Prime or Amazon Prime Now knows that it's such an incredible service that if you have used it once or twice a week or even once or twice a month, you get to use to that level of service and speed. And you want it when you are ordering anything online. Businesses can't offer that. All businesses can't offer that yet. And it's because it's not profitable. For a lot of businesses, it's not sustainable for them. So delivery robots, not at this moment, but in future, are going to be able to fill that gap to offer customers perceive that they deserve. There are other areas that delivery robots can assist cities and also businesses, like the elderly people or the less abled or disabled might be reliant on the public transport. They may be reliant on family members to get to a grocery store or to get their food. Delivery bots can give these people their power back by offering on-demand 15 to 30-minute delivery to their door just for $1. Firms looking to incorporate delivery bots technology will expect to recoup investments within 1 to 3 years. In general, payback associated with cost efficiency is very high in the sense that cost associated in delivery through delivery bots is 60% lower than through human deliveries. Another area where delivery robots can greatly assist businesses is at local level. As the delivery cost goes down to $1, delivery robot companies can open up their service to local businesses that can't offer delivery right now. If you take the case of a local bakery or a local coffee shop, it absolutely makes no sense for them to offer coffee or cookies delivery a mile down the road, as this will incur huge cost of delivery and this could even lead to shutting down their business. If they have access to service that offers delivery at just $1 on demand, they can get on a level playing field with big multinational or multi-million-dollar businesses. Firms that are planning on adopting this technology will look at partnership-based models with vendors or delivery bot technology providers that could minimize the initial cost of investment on the new technology. For example, most firms within the food and e-commerce industries do not develop their own delivery bot, but test suppliers, prototype, and further look to improve the technology to suit their delivery requirements. But everything can't be so good or so rosy. There are some pitfalls which needs to be addressed. Most firms currently are still in the research and prototype stage, testing the technology on benefits, return of investment, and most importantly, the safety aspects, especially with the pedestrian being in the close proximity with the delivery bots. There is a big difference between a pilot program, which is what we are operating, and a rollout commercial service. I think it's worth differentiating the two. All of these technologies you see are at testing or piloting stage right now. but none of them are commercial services. And it is expected that we may not see a full, complete commercial services by maybe next couple of years at least. The initial implementation of this technology will require monitoring, and the time needed for delivery bots to completely automate needs to be analyzed, initial cost of investment, and any cost associated with damage arising from use of bots. Starship Technologies sounded the starting gun to bring autonomous delivery vehicles to market with a $17 million round led by Daimler back in January 2017. In January 2018, the Mountain View, California-based company Nuro raised the curtain on its own vision of robot delivery with a whopping $92 million in funding. So we see that there is a huge cost of investment that goes into developing the delivery bot services. Now, to conclude with the last few points on this technology, we would still say that there is a great future for delivery bots, and we say this by judging it mainly on the three strong aspects. Number one is the intelligent delivery bots, which is a step towards human-robotic collaboration society. We expect that by 2030, evolution of AI and machine learning will result in intelligent autonomous robots that could sense surroundings and work effectively with human beings to initiate multifold levels of efficiency. In that sense, delivery bots will have a very unique proposition in future human-robot or cobot market for deliveries. Second is the decrease in delivery cost and safety, and quicker deliveries are the drivers for increased adoption of robot delivery in future. Firms across industries are convinced of the tangible benefits that they are expected to accrue from adopting delivery bots within the supply chain. Lower delivery costs, facilitating a more holistic safety and customer-centric solution could positively impact the companies, setting in terms of reduced labor costs. And the third point which we can strongly put across is delivery bots will open up a new spectrum of potential productivity advances by being the first technology that can apply cognition to physical tasks such as manipulation and movement in varied domains through advances in AI and machine learning. The coming wave of delivery bots will take advantage of increasingly robust and standard modular platforms combined with powerful autonomous learning capabilities. We see that this technology will grow big in the next few years, and these self-driving vehicles will transform the last mile, making it cheaper to make deliveries and easier to receive them. So are you ready for this evolution? On that note, I end my presentation today. Thanks all for joining us. We will now take over some of the questions from the audiences. Now I hand this over to Anna. She'll take this forward.
Thank you, Malabika. Yes, I see that we have some questions come in from our audience, so we'll try to answer as many possible live. If for some reason we do not get to your question, we will take that offline and get back with you via email. So our first question is, losing jobs to automation is a new economy now. Don't you think this could be the reason for, let's say, chucking out the job of delivery boys?
Thanks, Anna, for this question. Yeah, actually, delivery bots are creating a new category of jobs because neither company's model is fully autonomous, yet both like if you talk about companies like Starship and Marble, both Starship and Marble employ chaperones who walk behind the robots. Like our robots are 99% autonomous, and there is a level of human intervention. So companies like Starships and Marbles, they have employed chaperones who walk behind the robots, answering questions from the public and intervening if disaster strikes. The robots are also being controlled by remote operators who are humans, and they take control whenever the situation is out of control or there is any emergency. So I see that delivery robots will be creating a new category of jobs. Hence, I don't find that delivery bots will lead to like the other autonomous technologies which are leading to which are leading to less jobs. But I don't think the delivery robots would be doing that. They'll in fact have some new categories of jobs coming up. Okay, so can we have the next question, Anna?
Yes, certainly. So what do you see as the potential benefits and drawbacks to using ground-based robots to make deliveries? Will this stay in the future?
The potential benefits are very clear, like the lesser labor and fuel costs, which are actually the critical barriers to any economically sustainable last mile logistics. So this makes the autonomous delivery very efficient, and vehicles would profoundly improve the economies of e-commerce and home delivery. But then again, there is a lot of uncertainty around the reliability or around the regulatory framework, theft and interference, temperature controls, and other technological aspects. But it is great to see investment and innovation aimed squarely at some of the biggest challenges facing the fastest growing retail challenge. Now, the challenges of robot delivery for delivering parts requiring immediacy or variable delivery location would appear to make this option as less viable than others available today. However, I think for scheduled deliveries or pickups to a particular location which is fixed, which is already fixed at off hours, could be very feasible. Like robots may have a marketable purpose there, but as retailers try to increase consumer benefits while squeezing cost out of their business model, it's inevitable that they will turn to drone or robot delivery. Now, we all know the case where someone was killed in a Telsa and autopilot, and Telsas have logged more than 1 million miles. So driverless vehicles are here to stay, and will eventually win mass acceptance. Similarly, I see a great future for these delivery bots also. Yes,
Thank
so
you.
Next question, Anna.
Yes,
Yeah.
this will be our last question here due to the time. So what does a robot do if you're not at home when it delivers? Will delivery bots be able to deliver under extreme weather conditions?
Yes, so the first part of the question which says that when you are not home, so how would a delivery bot deliver? So why would a delivery bot deliver when you are not home? Because it is programmed to deliver at a time which is convenient to you. So a regular delivery runs on a driver's schedule, but this kind of robotic delivery will run on the customer's schedule. So customer can fix a time when they want the product to be delivered. So and moreover, robots don't mind waiting either. So you could ask a shop to put like 5 pairs of shoes into a robot, and at home you can try all the 5 and keep the one you like, and you can put back the 4 pairs back. So delivery when you are not at home, robotic delivery would so it's not at all a problem, because robots won't deliver when you are not at home. And regarding the extreme condition, yes, I think to some extent delivery bots would be able to deliver in extreme weather conditions, because recently I read in news that the UK delivery firm Just Eat has found a way to beat the tough weather conditions in the country brought on by Storm Emma through its delivery vehicles. The delivery robots have proven that they can work through the snow to deliver food, and they also have a light for night deliveries. The Starship robots is able to switch from 6 wheels to 4 wheels to help it navigate more easily through the snow. And there are always human operators who are in control, who constantly monitor these delivery robots, and so they can take over at any emergency time. So I don't think so extreme weather condition could be a challenge for a robotic delivery.
Thank you, Malavika. Now, this concludes today's webinar. I have just posted the contact details for additional information. You can reach our Global Manager, Archana, also our Senior Vice President, Richard. If you have additional questions or you'd like to participate in one of our workshops. And we want to thank you for your time today and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.